What color you think? Green? What?
Hi, I'm Keisha. I'm 33. I'm a Children and Teens Librarian with the National Library Board. Librarian manage the collection in the library. We also curate resources and programs for the public. And apart from that, we also ensure that our library services and the library in general is accessible to all our users. A bulk of my work as a librarian goes to creating content and programs for children and teens and also NLB-wide initiatives. So librarians can be attached up to 2 branches, and we oversee the content to ensure that they are relevant and up to date. As a librarian at Choa Chu Kang Public Library, I oversee volunteer engagement programs and initiatives. So we provide meaningful volunteering opportunities for our users. So the theme for Choa Chu Kang Public Library is sustainability. So a bulk of our programs revolves around the theme. So for example, we do have the hydroponic showcase, and we open it up to volunteers to have a hands-on experience in harvesting and also maintaining the crops. So NLB has a very wide and vast collection. So what we do is we work with other departments, for example, the National Archives of Singapore, and we also use their materials to create programs and also content for children and teens. A key role of NLB is to be an equalizer. This means we want to equalize accessibility and also learning opportunities for all our users. For example, I do work with special education school to bridge societal gaps and to bring inclusivity into the library. My team is constantly improving the accessibility of our libraries for persons with disabilities. So recently, we did a trial session on assistive technology devices where we want to understand users' behavior when these devices are brought into the library. One of my most memorable experiences would be conducting my first accessible program, which is sensory story testing. Sensory story testing is an accessible program for children with autism and intellectual disability. So this storytelling session, we include multi-sensory approach, and this helps to better engage our persons with disability. And at the end of the session, I received positive feedback from parents, and they said that their child felt included. A part of a librarian's work includes program planning. So a lot of planning is required, especially when we are planning for accessible programs for children and teens. So for instance, if we have already identified an accessible program, we will then work the schedule out and work along with our marketing side to promote the program. So program plannings include creating of props, resources, and also slides for the program. So for example, when we are creating our slides, we have to ensure that it's accessible. The fonts we use are dyslexic friendly, and there's contrast between the background and also the font. One misconception would be people think that librarians read all day and that we also shelve the books that they find in the library. That's not true. And they often think that librarians are shy. I don't think all librarians are shy. So librarians don't shelve the books, so we have the collection support staff that helps us shelve all the books that you return. So one of the main reasons why we read a lot is because we do come up with curated reading lists that we share with our users and also schools. I graduated with a diploma in engineering. It was then that I realized that my calling is to work with children, so I wanted to be an educator. I went on to pursue my degree in science and mathematics. It was during that course of study that I attended a career talk by NLB, and I did a bit of research and found out that being a librarian also allows me to work with children, so I expressed my interest. Librarians do need a lot of mental and physical stamina, especially when we are planning for programs. Apart from that, we also have to ensure that we pack ourselves with a lot of energy and enthusiasm for the program. This is Timmy and his brother Tom. So one day, they're out in the ocean going for a swim. Being creative is definitely an advantage, especially when you're creating props, resources, and also slides for your programs and your content. But don't worry, creativity is something that you can learn on the job. Adaptability is definitely important. For myself, when I work with persons with disability, no two individuals are the same. When I'm conducting programs for persons with disability, I need to adapt to the various needs of my participants. teamwork and communication skills is vital as a librarian. This allows us to build relationship with our peers. Concurrently, it helps to save time and also increase productivity when we work together. My advice for you would be to try something new, step out of your comfort zone. Maybe through that process, then you'll find your true calling. Go for it.